ask you?
I don't at all.
So now, that is a great answer. Have you got lots of...
One brother.
Stand up.
Do people expect you to be...
No boys were attracted to me.
7-year-old.
Lady clown.
There's boys.
Do people expect...
No.
Have you got funny... Really funny answers.
Now we're starting.
Right, we're starting.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Grill me. Hello, Dawn French.
Hello. Can I call you Joan?
No.
Or I'd like to call you Your Majesty.
Your Highness, and then ma'am. That works fine.
Okay, are you ready? So I'm going to start the questions now. The only thing I expect of you is that you might be able to tell a joke.
I know, right? That's so...
I haven't expected nice hospitality. I haven't expected even a clean...
I gave you water.
Do you think there's a relationship between comedy and beauty, then?
I've never seen a really beautiful girl say, I want to be a comedian. I'm either going to be a sex goddess or a comedian.
I use humour as a charm technique. You know, I am incredibly charming. I know that, you know. And I mean, I know just that by saying that, it's funny. Yeah. It's also true. And I win on both counts, yes, you know, for being truthful and for being charming. And so I think that if you can use it in your life to connect to people, because, you know, if you make people laugh, they will love you, and that's what I long for and want.
I've always had two sides to my personality, and one is sort of, it's quite plain but funny, and the other one is this sex vixen. So I got very confused when I was about 15 and I had a perm, and all of a sudden I was really rather beautiful. So you know how sometimes things slot into place?
How did you get a perm that made you beautiful? Every perm I had was really the opposite.
I don't know. It was a phenomena. There was a moment where suddenly I looked in the mirror and I thought, I actually don't have to be funny. I can be one of those sexy girls now for a bit.
Tell me, did you attract men to you with humour?
I mean, it's not for me to say, but yes. I mean, look at me.
Yeah, that's why I wondered what on earth you used to attract men to you.
How dare you?
I didn't have a boyfriend until I was 18. Yeah. I really thought it was all about being fun. Well, I did have a boyfriend, but he was gay. Yeah. So that set me off on a wrong path.
What does this look like, Ray? Ray, look at me. What do you think this looks like?
I don't know.
I think you do, Ray.
Did you ever use your humour to attract men like a siren would attract to the rocks?
I tried. I thought that was my winning feature. And actually, for so many years, how wrong I was. All I was doing, it would appear, was just scaring them away. Although they didn't mind a snog.
Didn't have any confidence with boys, never did, really. I was the one they would take along on the date, you know, the foursome. They'd go, Tate's Ray, she'll might make us laugh in the back of the car. Oh, I'm going to be fun. I was a pain in the arse. I had a very beautiful friend, Rosemary Hetherington, who was in Legs and Co. eventually on Top of the Pops, and I was just like this odd little brunette friend that sort of made people laugh, hopefully. But I never had a perception, because I'd always been told I was a troll, and my sister was a Playboy bunny girl, so I was like, I have no idea how I look, or you know.
I was just a strange lump. I mean, I was very, very big when I was younger, a lot bigger than I am now, and I had a strange kind of twitch.
Did you?
I did.
Like what?
Like that.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. It was a nervous thing, especially around boys. I think it was due to my brain was working very fast, and I read a lot, and I used to do that when I was kind of over-concentrating or getting a bit upset, which my mother would kind of poke me and go, do you know you're doing it again? And I went through a phase in my adolescence. I mean, it was the worst thing, you know. I was big. I had a really bad feather haircut. I had the twitch. I wore a gabardine mac and a tam o' shanter because I went to an all-girls grammar school.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? It's strange I never got asked out.
Do people expect you to be funny in your private life?
No. Actually, they expect more to be glamorous and incredibly sexy. Which I am. Right? Right?
Yes. No shadow of a doubt there.
No boys were attracted to me in high school. I mean, I was underdeveloped, and I mean, I don't know if I can talk about menstruation.
Please do.
I did not menstruate until I was 17 and a half.
Freak. I'm saying that in an understanding way.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And so I was like, then all of a sudden, I moved to New York when I was 18, and I went from, like, none of the boys to like me to, like, grown men maybe would be interested in me.
Okay.
What
did you just bled the minute you got off the plane?
Yes. We're landing. I think it's something about the air pressure.
Time for all pubescent girls and late developers, bleed now.
Bleed this way or this way?
I was a loser first, and I think maybe a lot of us go through the loser phase, and then suddenly you go through the evolution of what you might be able to be. Like supermodels definitely out, you know, because you're facing everybody's needs. Then ballerinas out, because, you know, you have the word klutz is used quite a lot. And then, so things are eliminated, you know, like firemen's out, and then eventually female. That's pretty much off the list. Attractive, that's way gone. Yeah. You know, you ain't attractive. And gradually you come down, and the last option is be funny. And just as you're about to be annihilated by your entire, you know, pretty girl tribe in high school, the princess bitch C words that, you know, are like all chewy gum and annihilating. You know, that's your first tribe that come through to show you ain't in the master race, because they have that Ralph Lauren tawny thing. Then suddenly, if you've got it anywhere in your gene pool, arise, 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 will come a funny line, and suddenly the girls will be like this, but the boys will suddenly start to look at you in a kind of interesting way. And eventually, if you
use it's attractive.
You can lure them in. Maybe not sexually, but you can certainly get a net of boys around you. Okay. A lot of them will be homosexuals, but they're still boys.
Did you think boys might like you because you're funny?
I think some boys, yes, I think that's true. I think I knew it would attract certain... I'm having a hot flush now at the thought of it. Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, I'm blushing. I think I did use it to attract people, and that has carried on ever since. Yeah, that hasn't changed, really.
Do you think it's an attractive thing to be funny?
Yes.
Did you ever find that it worked with boys when you were a bit younger, when you were on the lookout for the boys?
It has never ever had any knock-on effect sexually.
Shame.
Yes.
Do you think?
I'm not sure that it is attractive socially. No, I'm not sure actually, because I think people find it intimidating.
I suppose I did that thing of, oh, there's boys. Won't be funny. You're the funny one.
Who wants a lady clown? Basically, I mean, the only things that we don't have is a big red nose and great big shoes on us. I mean, no, it's not sexy. It's a one-way street. A man can laugh a woman's knickers off. It doesn't work the other way round.
Yeah. So what did you do then? How did you get one?
I was very, very easy. I was very cheap. I also let it be known that not only was I hilarious, I was also available for blowjobs down back alleys. I was incredibly promiscuous.
And that's the main way that you reel them in.
Boys like easy girls. They like girls that don't sort of, you know... The difference between some girls and other girls is that some girls breathe in when they're trying to get their hands down into your pants. Those are the girls they like. Making it easy. Breathe in, undo the button, easy. I turned into one of them.
I'm learning so many tricks far too late.
Men don't like women to be funny.
Why is that, do you think?
Because they just want us to suck their cocks and... Do you know what I mean? It's like... No.
And not in a funny way.
Get your laughing gear around me.
Because I tried to do jokes in that particular instance and do blowing instead of sucking, but they can't see the gag in it.
No.
Or just use it as a microphone. I've done that. I've done karaoke.
Yeah.
Anyway, too much detail there. But I think you're right. I mean, I remember when I was a teenager that it's great. I felt really powerful being able to make all my mates laugh, but you didn't get the boy possibly at the end.
Never got the boyfriend. I mean, do you remember when they used to do little charts? Tick for who you... The girls would go around with a list for the boys. Who do you want to kiss the most? Who do you fancy? Who do you love? Who's got the nice personality, the best personality? And I'd always get 9 out of 10 for personality, but I'd never be ticked for wanting to kiss or anything like that.
And so